What is going on, YouTube? PPS back here. It is the 22nd of September, coming at you guys live for our YouTube Play of the Day video. Very, very excited to do this. Today is going to be our first college football play of the week here. So, coming at you guys with one more play today. I will have an article out for some MLB in a little bit as well. So, if you guys could, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you guys do want my NFL play, it will be in the Pass the Prop video. I'm not going to be playing a ton in tonight's game. It's just not a game I really want to have too much exposure to. I mean, this game literally could be 7-7 tie. You know, it's just there's a lot of variables in this one, and I feel like a low total, low possession game. Just hard for props, and I'm not really on betting sides much. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into our play. And then, like I said, if you guys want the other plays on Twitter, I'll have my Pine article out. And then over on Past the Prop video, you'll be able to see our plays for that. So, yeah, so far this year in college football, we are 5-3, cashing 1.55 units. And today we're going to put that record on the line here and see what we can do with this one. It's a very small college football slate today, but I really do like this spot. I think there's only two on Draftkings or FanDuel that I can find here. I'm going to show you guys this line here on my screen. It's over 61.5 here. But yeah, I really, really like this spot, and I'll tell you why. So we have Georgia State, Coastal Carolina. Obviously, Coastal Carolina is the more well-known team. Georgia State did come into the season with a little bit of hype, but obviously 0-3 is going to put a damper on that hype a little bit. I don't mind you losing to North Carolina, and I believe they lost to South Carolina as well, but they lost to Charlotte. Charlotte's been a team I've been attacking for points, and they lost like 42-41 to them. So obviously 42 points allowed to Charlotte. Coastal Carolina is light years ahead of that offense. But yeah, let's just go into Coastal Carolina here first. I mean, we have Grayson McCall. Obviously, he was a highly regarded high school guy coming out. He's been fantastic. Started as a freshman. He's been very, very good. Obviously, 3-0 start shows you a little bit there as well. But he's got some weapons. Pinkney and Brown, both over 100 yards through these two games. And they have the two running backs that I do really like in White and Beasley. It's pretty much a straight down the middle timeshare, 36 carries to 35 carries. What I think is just going to be the difference is McCall's ability to run as well. They're not really passing that much. His attempts are way lower than pretty much everybody in this conference. So I think that you just have to be efficient, and he has been efficient throughout the entire season. 70 completion percentage is obviously elite, but he does get stuff done with his legs as well. Georgia State hasn't really been able to stop anybody through the air or on the ground, but allowing over 400 yards to Charlotte through the air, 5 touchdowns, is a little bit concerning when you have a Coastal Carolina offense that's run through an elite quarterback here in McCall, obviously the best quarterback in this conference. But if we look at this too, I was looking at the first half and the full game, but the first half is kind of funny. Coastal Carolina has gone over this number in 2 of 3 games, and they've gone over the 30.5 number 0 times in the first half. So it's been a slower start, but then they obviously get it rolling there. But we have Georgia State then on the other side. So obviously Georgia State is going to be very, very tough to stop Grayson McCall here. I don't think it's going to happen. But going to the other side, Georgia State, they got some dudes. Darren Granger, obviously a nice dual threat quarterback. I think that helps a lot, especially with Coastal Carolina's ability to stop the run. Coastal held Army to like 200 yards, which sounds like a lot, but they averaged like 290, and they allowed only 202. So that's actually very good. That's holding them much lower than their season average. But what I do like here is you do have Granger, obviously a decent quarterback, not very efficient through the air, but does have 172 yards on the ground and a rushing touchdown this year. And what I do like too is they have a guy, a number one, an alpha receiver here. I believe Jamari is how you say it, Jamari Thrash. He is second in the Sun Belt in receiving yards. do like him. Obviously, Robert Lewis is a good second guy as well. If they just had one, I would be a little bit concerned with Coastal's ability to stop just one guy, but they're going to have to rely on Granger. I do like that he's dual threat because Coastal Carolina can stop the run with those backs, but they do have two very good backs. I'm going to be curious on how they're going to use them here. They have Tucker Gregg, who's over 200 yards already, 2 touchdowns, and Jameis Williams. They also have another backup, Marcus Carroll, who definitely is getting some run as well, but I think that there's going to be points all around here. We look at Coastal. Yes, they are the better team, but they did go down in a game to Buffalo, who's really struggled. They allowed 26 to them. They allowed 27 to Gardner-Webb and 28 to Army. So they do have a good run defense, and the numbers look good on paper, but they're still allowing points. Their offense has had turnovers as well, which has obviously put their defense in a less than stellar position. So there's going to be turnovers. It's going to be a very fun game to watch. I'm going to watch this one over the West Virginia game. I know that might be a hot take, but this is going to be a fun game. This is going to be a really fun game. You're going to have to be efficient for us to hit this number, but I think with the advantages both offenses have, I think we're going to see some points here. So give me the over here, over 61.5. That is a FanDuel line. I showed you that line a second ago. Only reason I did that was because I know a lot of you guys are on DraftKings. I know it's like 62. So just make sure you guys go over to FanDuel and lock this one in. So I love this spot. Coastal Carolina over 61, 61.5 here. Again, guys, to find my other content, make sure you go over to the Pass the Prop video for my NFL play for tonight. And then obviously I'll have my article out shortly. Make sure you lock that one in as well. So thank you guys so much. Really appreciate all you guys, and let's improve on our 5-3 record here for college football.